James needs to make ice cream. He collects an ingredient from the ground floor, carries it to an elevator, and places it down with a note. He then presses the 3 button, exits the elevator quickly, and runs up the stairs instead. Why? I'll say that again. James needs to make ice cream. He collects an ingredient from the ground floor, carries it to an elevator, and places it down with a note. He then presses the 3 button, exits the elevator quickly, and runs up the stairs instead. Why?
I mean, I had a colleague who used to do this.
Oh.
But that was because she was scared of lifts and claustrophobic. I'm not sure if it's the same thing.
I thought you had the answer right away there.
No, sadly not. I don't think the answer is going to be that he's claustrophobic.
I know one fun way to make ice cream is that you get like this kind of football, and you can open it and you can put all the ingredients in, and then you close the football. And are they then pressing the elevator so the elevator goes up, but the football falls down the shaft? Because what you need to do is you need to kick it around and shake it to get to make ice cream. So are they using gravity to make ice cream?
I've seen one of those. I think the intention is that you let the kids blow off some steam in summer by getting them to make the ice cream. Like, just put the ingredients in, put some ice around it. I think it's ice and salt around it to get it super cool. And then you just kind of close it up, give it to the kids and say, yep, play with the ball for half an hour. You'll be exhausted and there'll be ice cream.
Seems like the perfect solution.
That ball would need to be kicked around for a lot more than one drop from height.
It's also talking about getting an ingredient from a ground floor.
Yes.
Then in my head, that's mushroom. That's probably not the case. Yeah, 'cause that's the basement thing, right?
In my head, it's a freezer.
Ah, yeah.
Or was it maybe ice or snow? Was it snowing? So they went outside to get the snow? But that would be like a snow cone, not ice cream.
Would be a valid ingredient for some stuff there, but in that case, why would he leave it in the elevator and run up the stairs?
Said floor 3 is when he got out, right? Is 3 significant? Why would he get out then?
Just to get the timeline right, collects an ingredient from the ground floor, carries it to an elevator, places it down in the elevator with a note, then presses 3 and leaves the elevator.
Just a delivery, like a DoorDash?
Yeah, because like it's going to stop on some way. There's a store, and they're going to put in the stuff in, and then it's going to continue up.
Oh, don't give my local courier driver any ideas. Is it specific to him for not getting in the lift, or nobody allowed in the lift? We haven't worked out if the lift is at like minus 20 degrees or something. I've never seen a lift do that, but I've also never made ice cream on a commercial level. So.
Yeah, because also like that's a very short amount of time to make ice cream. Like you put a thing in. You press a button on an elevator, it's up there in, I don't know, a few seconds. That's not enough to make ice cream. So there's something on the way, or because I'm thinking the note is for someone. Someone is going to receive it and do something and then continue up.
I guess the other one that I can think of is he doesn't fit in the lift with the ingredient, but that feels a little bit simple.
There is plenty of space available in this lift.
Because you also said like you press a button, because I'm thinking like, is it a strange elevator? And the only strange elevator I remember is the one you covered, Tom, that is continually going.
Which
and
one? I had a whole elevator series.
You should have an elevator playlist, right?
Yep.
The one that continues up and around, like that doesn't stop, but then you wouldn't press a button.
This is just a normal elevator, although James is working in a fancy restaurant.
It's a vanilla elevator. There we go.
Hey!
So is it a restaurant with multiple floors? The kitchen is below, and he needs to go up with a note, maybe what table it goes to, and then a waiter picks it up on the 3rd floor?
It's just an ingredient for ice cream, this.
Okay, so what goes in ice cream? You've got the custard, sugar,
milk,
ice,
cream, sugar, ice.
Flavorings.
Frozen berries from the freezer on the 1st floor.
Well, yeah, then maybe whatever it is, it's stored on the ground and then goes up to the 3rd floor where the kitchen is on the 3rd floor instead.
Yes, and there is a good reason for that.
Oh, I'm wondering if this is a strange location. If like where it is like would make sense. Like, is this the Arctic or the Antarctic? And the ground floor is like all the stuff, but you have to have the kitchen on the upper floors because the ground is too cold for having a kitchen there.
Or is it the opposite where the 3rd floor is maybe open in some tropical place and they need to store all the cold stuff in a basement because it'll melt on the top?
I'm going to cut off this line of reasoning. It is, unfortunately, just a regular building in a regular city.
You're not helping us, Tom. You should help
I'm
us.
not.
Just
But
help us
okay,
more.
if you would like some help, have a think about why you might put a note in something like that. Why would you put a note down and leave the elevator and take the stairs?
I mean, yeah, the obvious thing is it's for someone in the kitchen to make ice cream or to put something in.
No, he's going up and he's going to pick up that ingredient at the top.
Yeah, but people steal things very quickly. They're obviously put off by handwritten notes saying, please don't do
Was
this.
it one of those social experiments where they leave a note and see if someone steal it? You know, like they drop a wallet with some money hanging out. They leave a valuable ice cream ingredient like vanilla, pretty expensive.
The note is a warning.
Don't steal this or else.
I mean, you'd be in trouble if you did.
Is it the base ingredient or one of the extra stuff you put in?
If I answer that question, you will unfortunately get it immediately.
Let's try Tom's poker face. So, is it sugar? Okay, let's look.
If James didn't follow this method, it could actually be quite dangerous for him or others.
Something like in a large amount or concentration has like toxic fumes or something, but when you prepare it for ice cream, it's edible.
I mean, toxic isn't the right word, but I think that might have been the clue that Oliver needed.
This is. Yeah. Is this what's the gas called again? Where you like freeze something really quickly?
Yeah,
Carbon dioxide.
early on.
Like liquid nitrogen?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's to fill on the third floor, or whatever the floor is the science lab to fill in the liquid nitrogen. Then you go upstairs to make ice cream.
Oh,
It's a tub of liquid nitrogen
yes.
that he puts in the elevator.
Yeah.
Why?
He doesn't want to be with it because it could explode.
Not explosive.
No, but the nitrogen is, you suffocate.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in a contained space with liquid nitrogen. I've done much liquid nitrogen work in my life.
So what does the note say?
Don't enter the elevator.
Yeah, Oliver, you're right. It says liquid nitrogen, do not enter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've got all the parts here. Very early on, Oliver, you said, what's a fun way to make ice cream? And also, how do you make ice cream in a very short time? And I thought you'd got it immediately from those two things. Yes, this is James, who works in a fancy restaurant, professional chef using liquid nitrogen to rapidly freeze the ice cream. The liquid nitrogen is held in a storage tank on the ground floor because it's a very heavy storage tank that needs to be outside for safety. That's not a big hazard, but it is an asphyxiant. It will displace the air. So as liquid nitrogen turns back into a gas, it'll expand rapidly. The oxygen will leave an enclosed space. So you do not want to be in an elevator with bubbling liquid nitrogen because you will asphyxiate and pass out and die. And the note is to say, don't board the elevator. You'll die. The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.